Hi folks, G3 here and welcome to another instalment of my journey to go green. Well folks, thanks for watching this video. If you enjoy it then please remember to click the like button, and also if you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon so you get notified when I load up a new video. Right, let's get on with the video. In today's episode I'm having smart meters fitted. I'm having both a gas and an electric meter fitted to replace some old ones that are in here. Now my energy company phoned me up a couple of months back to let me know that there was an opportunity to have smart meters fitted. So I arranged a time that was suitable for me. I've taken the day off work because the power is going to have to be off here, so I'm not going to be able to use my computer or have access to the internet. I thought it'd be good to take you through what's happening so that if you are having smart meters fitted, you know in advance roughly the kind of thing that you're going to have to do and the sort of thing you're going to have to go through. I've made sure that I've got my fridge and freezer all shut up. I haven't been accessing them for a while, so they're nice and locked and should hopefully be retain the cold whilst they're turned off. I'm going to make sure that plugs around the house that aren't essential are just going to be switched off, and that will save the load when the electricity gets turned back on again later. But one of the first things I'm going to have to do is empty both of these cupboards because they are full and I need to give lots of space for the engineer to work. I've got an electric meter in here that's going to be changed and a gas meter in here. So that's the first thing. Let's empty out these cupboards. That's one empty. So that's the meter that's going to be changed, and I've got the fuse box in the corner there. And this is probably quite old, as is often the way. We've had to cut out parts of the kitchen to get in access there, so I'd imagine that we'll probably be losing more of this back cover. Now I need to empty this one, which is where the gas meter is. Lots of lovely pickles that I've made over the last couple of years, so pickled red cabbage. I'll include a link to the video up here for you. Pickled onions, again, I'll include a link up here for you. And a second empty cupboard. So this one is the gas meter, and again it's on the outside wall. There's bits cut out of the kitchen cupboard. I really have no idea how this one is going to go. I'm sure it's going to be a very skilled fitter who comes here. I hope so, for their sake. So there we go. We're all ready and prepared for the meter fitting. I'm not sure how much of this I'm going to be able to film. I will get what I can, but it might just be that I'll show you the after shots and give you a rundown as to the kind of thing that happened, but we'll see. I've had the smart meters fitted now. In total, the engineer was here for about an hour. It was a lot quicker than I expected. The electricity meter took about 10 minutes to change, if that. The gas one took a bit longer. The big issue that we had was the fact that space was needed to be cut out of the cabinets that are here. So there are spaces that have been cut for the meters to be on the wall, and there needed to be bigger space for these meters to be fitted in. It's not that they are bigger meters, it's that they needed to be positioned elsewhere, so that took a little bit of time beforehand. So one thing you need to do if you're going to have the smart meters fitted, be prepared with equipment to cut out additional spacing if you have it positioned on a wall in a kitchen cabinet. I mean, if you've got it on the outside in a more modern thing, then it's not going to be a problem. But I suggest making sure that you've got saws or drills, whatever you're going to need to get through here. I had a couple of saws that I was using, so the engineer marked out in pencil the extra space that he was going to need, and then when he was getting the bits and pieces out of his van and sorting other things out, I went and got the saws and made the spacing bigger. So that was the main issue. When the electricity was about to be switched off and fitted, I went and turned all the plugs off to make sure that there wasn't a drain when everything was turned back on again.
So that was fine, but it really was only off for probably 10 minutes, I would imagine, before it was back. And then it just needed a couple of minutes for resetting, and then I was able to turn everything back on. So no problem whatsoever. Here's the new gas meter fitted in the cupboard. I had to take out a chunk of this side of the cupboard to give him access. As it turns out, it looks like he didn't need a lot of it. So I probably didn't need to cut quite as much out as that, but that's what he was estimating that was going to be needed. It might be coming out a little bit, and it looks to me like there's a little bit of damage down the bottom in removing the old one, but you know, that's what happens with the back of these units. They're not visible unless the cupboard's open, and there's not a lot that could be done about that, fitting something in around an existing unit that's already there. And this is the new electricity meter, so it's just this small box here plumbed into the fuses over there. So this communicates with the gas meter via Bluetooth, and then this electricity meter is the one that communicates with the outside world to let it know what's going on with regards to my usage. Yep, there are some values coming up on there now, so I can see that it's showing me that there's it was 7p. It looks like this is showing the kilowatt hour usage. Yeah, so it'd be interesting to see some stats when they start coming through onto the standalone device. And again, I had to cut some of the cupboard out to give him access, but as it turns out, it looks like he didn't need all of that, which is quite a shame because I had to get quite a bit out of there. So that's been changed now. And the way that these work is that the gas meter communicates with the electricity meter via Bluetooth, and then the electricity meter has a like a mobile communication chip in it, so that then communicates with the server to let it know the details. So it's not connected into my Wi-Fi at all, so you don't need to connect it into Wi-Fi. And equally then, this device is communicating with a plug-in unit I've got here that is going to give me up-to-date information on usage and various other things that will be useful, and I'm looking forward to having a little bit of an explore. But at the moment it's waiting for current data. My understanding is that can take up to 48 hours for that to start sort of accumulating and showing on there. I can move this wherever I want to within range. It's got a standard sort of mobile signal on here with bars to show the range. So I'm going to try positioning it elsewhere, probably in the hall where it's going to be more centrally visible for me. The process was pretty good then. Very quick compared to what I was thinking. All I needed to do was remove or empty the cupboards and remove everything out of it. And then the one tricky thing was making sure that I didn't have the back of the cabinets blocking the area that it needed to be worked on. The engineer did say that on occasion they've sort of turned up at houses where all they can see is the meter reading area and the rest of it is blocked out, and they haven't been able to fit the meters because the people haven't had the ability to remove the backing in time. So yeah, that doesn't seem great. I don't recall being advised that I would need to do that by my provider. They might have done, but I don't recall that they did that. So I'm with People's Energy, and they sent me through this card as well as I think it was a automated phone call yesterday reminding me, and I've had emails reminding me, so it's been great service. And I got through this through a couple of days ago, letting me know the date, the rough time that it was going to be involved in, and there's some bits and pieces on the back, an appointment checklist, and it's saying make sure that someone over the age of 18 is here. The area around the meter must be clear and accessible by the engineer. Well, I took that to be the cupboard, but I guess they're kind of talking about the back area as well, but it's not clear. There's a number on here about if you want to reschedule, and if you have any questions, there's a phone number, an email and stuff. So very good service and getting that all out and sorted. So yeah, well done, People's Energy. I think you did a good job there. Well, that's it, folks. I hope you found that useful. If you did, then please click the like button. And if you haven't done so already, why not subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon so you get notified when I load up a new video. And that way, you'll be able to learn from my hints and tips and my benefit from my journey to go green with the little small steps that I'm trying to take. And you may be able to use some of those too. Well, thanks for watching, folks. Until next time, bye.